Here are some questions from Gabby. Initial thoughts. You realized that you would not be able to continue teaching in a studio last year. Wow. Yeah, that was hard. It's like, okay, how do we do this? I didn't know Facebook, the Google Live, I didn't know all those platforms yet. So I was just waiting and waiting, and I saw in YouTube how people were doing it. So I was just waiting, really, because we had a full year on our 30th, so we were secured. We were not beaten, so I was ready to rest. So I just watched and waited. How did you figure out your next career would be after retiring from dancing? Oh, it was easy. I was already teaching. I was teaching even in my master's. I was teaching. I knew I was going to be teaching. So the plan was, though, I was going to take over the school of my teacher, but yet the compound was sold, and then of course PPT was formed, and it's all gone. So yeah, I proposed in Miriam College, my alma mater, and everything, and Ateneo also. So everything, all my teaching paths were laid out quickly, thanks to all my teachers also in those schools, like Dr. Rafael and Miss Oliva and Miss Amelia of Marino. They helped me, in the schools. Differences between dancers today and dancers of your generation. Oh my God. In terms of technique, they're of course more advanced this time. Super multiple pirouettes, super high extensions and jumps. But I believe the artists then, or the dancers then, had a bit more heart, or they just had more, I don't know, passion maybe. Your alternate career, if you weren't dancing or teaching, would probably be somewhere in TV as a commentator, or in graphics. I love to do magazines, e-magazines, or design posters and stuff. So it could be in that area. Still artistic. Best advice you've ever received is move on, go on. Whether you're just 3 or 30 in a dance school, still go on, or in a dance company, move on. The most satisfying and worst aspects of being a ballet dancer and a ballet teacher. So let's break that down. The most satisfying of being a ballet dancer is when you get your dance, and when you are a corps de ballet and you do it so in sync. That's the most satisfying. The worst is, although I didn't get really injured, it's being, I guess, away from my family most of the time and eating alone because I come home late. The worst thing in my teaching, worst aspect of teaching, I guess I don't say the worst, but the most challenging is if you have, really, really slow and hard to deal with students in terms of body formation. But I guess that challenge encouraged me, or moves me to go beyond the box and really make sure that student learns, because you're only as good as your worst student. The best thing of being a ballet teacher is igniting, or inspiring the next generation of dancers and teachers. And I think I've had a handful of those, and I'm really proud and happy for them. They even all have families now, and I'm so happy to see my little ballet apos